talking in my sleep at night, making myself crazy. Out of my mind, out of my mind. Wrote it down and read it out, hoping it would save me. Too many times, too many times. My love, he makes it feel like nobody else, nobody else. But my love, he doesn't love me, so I tell myself, one, don't pick up the phone, you know he's only calling cause he's walking alone. Two, don't let him in, you have to kick him out again. Three, don't be afraid, you know you're gonna wake up in his bed in the morning. And you're him, you ain't getting over him. I got no rules, I count him.
The 2K Sports Pregame Show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Los Angeles Lakers as they go up against the Atlanta Hawks. Last game for Atlanta, they ended up with a loss to the Pistons at Little Caesars Arena. That game was high scoring. Tonight, they'll need to be better defensively. One of the players we'll see tonight, Brandon Ingram, second overall pick in 16, has drawn some comparisons to Kevin Durant, but Kenny, he's still got a ways to go.
Yeah, we knew it could take a while, but he's going in the right direction. I mean, he's a little undersized in terms of weight, but his ability...
It's an interesting way to put it.
Yeah,
he's skinny.
Okay, he's a little skinny.
Thank you, Ernie. His shooting efficiency is a work in progress, but he has the length to impact all areas of the game.
That'll wrap it up as we take you courtside. Thanks for joining us, everybody.
I don't like the word skinny.
Slender.
There he is.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, basketball fans, to a very special Veterans Day edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with our broadcast team of Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, Kevin Harlan, I hope you'll join us in welcoming our very special guest to the broadcast tonight. The terrific, the legendary Kobe Bryant has put on a headset and placed himself in our broadcast position. Kobe, this is really terrific. Thank you for coming by.
No, I'm always happy to stop by.
Crowd here in anticipation of their home team Lakers in an interconference battle here at the Staples Center. And this matchup with the Hawks is their first meeting of the season. And the two meetings last year, they came away with wins, never losing.
An interconference matchup, they faced these guys twice a season, and last year they took both games.
And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Well, guys, we know how much of a trailblazer LeBron James has been. He's taken charge of his own free agency to ensure that he is almost always on a contender. He has made it clear he has no interest in being around mediocrity. Kevin?
You're right, D.A. He wants rings and nothing less. And as the focal point offensively, reading the defense, so critical to have that split-second reaction and trying to figure out where their defense is going in such a short time frame. It's amazing.
Well, that's part of the magic trick because it's already figured out.
Yes.
Right, through film. So when I watch a game, I know what their coverages are. Right, so I know
you could figure out what, and because there's so many coverages. I mean, let's face it.
But they all kind of do the same thing. Right, so when you watch the game, if I'm preparing for the Bulls or preparing for whoever, I can look and see what their defensive packages are because they can't just throw something new in there, right? Because they've been doing this defense since training camp.
Right.
So you're generally going to see the same rotations. So now I can put guys on the floor and set up the pieces to take advantage of that rotation.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. On the court right now for the Hawks. Young and Bazemore team up in the backcourt. Then it's Taurean Prince. Then it's Alex Len. And here are the Lakers. Here's James. Banked in off the glass. LeBron's got his first 2 points.
Gotta admire the focus. James not allowing the D to get the better of him.
And Ball comes to help. Down low, here's Prince. McGee with the block, and he gets it back. Prince kicks it to Bazemore. Clock at 6. Here's James. Prince with the defensive effort. The Hawks have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Puts it up from 12, and it's Ingram with the rebound.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
James is unreal in fast break situations. Impossible to contain when he's off and running.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Prince misses.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game. Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Personal foul.
Lakers shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And thus far, really not their year when you talk about free throw shooting. Only around a 70% clip on the season.
2 shots.
First free throw is good. Let's talk about something that I know fascinates basketball fans, Kobe, having that competitive streak, which is something that runs deep for you. Talk about the desire to dominate and completely destroy your opponent.
Well, it's the spirit of competition, right? I don't think you're doing anybody any service by going out there and competing half-hearted, right? If you truly respect the person that you're facing, then the right thing to do is to compete as hard as you possibly can against them to bring the best out of them. And that's on both ends of the floor. You can't be a one-way dominant player. You can't just compete on the offensive end and take it off on the defensive end. You got to play both sides of the ball.
Your motor never stopped. I mean, that's from our perspective on the sideline, watching you play on both ends of the floor, like you said.
Yeah, you got to keep going. And to do that, you have to train really, really hard in the off season. I mean, that's a lot of conditioning. It's a lot of weight training, right? You have to train in extraordinary ways in order to do extraordinary things.
Los Angeles shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
1 shot.
Yeah, and the second pick in the 2016 draft out of Duke, bro. Brandon Ingram possessing a rare combination of length and shooting ability.
The pass to Bazemore. And James pulls it down. And here's the Lakers. They're on an 11-2 run. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. LeBron's got 8 points.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
To the inside, the rim-rattling two-handed jam.
How about the vision from the crafty little guard? Young excels at realizing when his guys have clean looks.
James.
That's what I'm talking about right there. I love how fierce James is, a ferocious dunk artist.
That instant replay brought to you by Under Armour Hover Hammock, giving us a chance to relive the unleashing of chaos that time. And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. You look at James, what a contribution.
And he's been taking it to the rack all game, and they haven't been able to contain him. They have to put up better fight on the inside.
We can spot a lane, cause we not them. No, we not them. I got a light skin and the Asian. Calais on the beat, make the bass hit. Like a young bubble in a wasting. But I'm really tryna see how to face it. Buy my chicken, my chalupas. Ayy, make a with the roof up. Ayy, back flip, make her do stunts. Ayy, and the till they tuned up. Touchdown, boom, shakalaka. Oh, eyes on me, I see you watching. Oh, we do what we want to. Oh, it's a flow, we come through. Oh, we on it. Oh, yeah.
And Kobe, I remember you saying that curiosity is such a valuable trait in a player. I bet the triangle was a very intriguing offense for you to learn and grasp.
Oh yeah, it created such a system. It's like, jazz. People watch jazz musicians orchestrate, and it seems as if they're freelancing, but they're freelancing with a built-in structure. You have to have structure in order to be able to freelance and create these amazing things. And the triangle gave unbelievable structure. And some of the people that I've talked to that have competed against the triangle and lost against the triangle, whether it was to us or to the Bulls, all lament about the triangle is the biggest crock of garbage. It was just you and Michael. Then I said, you know what? Let's have a conversation about that. Do you remember this play? Yeah. Okay, that play happened at the moment it happened with 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter because we knew in the first minute of the game when we ran it, you did this defensively. So we said, okay, they did that. Check. We'll wait. Okay, now let's look at this action. Okay, this action, how they're playing this action. They're playing it that way. All right, check. Hold it. We'll wait. Interesting. Right? And so in the fourth quarter, we're able to take advantage. Why? Because we have a structure. From that structure, we know what you are doing, and we know how to counter what you're doing. Right? There's a reason Michael can look at Steve Kerr in a timeout and said, be ready. How would he know that?
Yeah, right.
How would he know that unless he knew every time he drove middle, Stockton was coming over to help on his dribble penetration? He could have made that pass to Steve Kerr in the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter. Why did he wait?
Oh, that's good stuff. And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. It's a 14-point game. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
Yeah, we saw no matter what they tried offensively, the opponent just had the answer.
And in a big way. This was a blowout. Players, coaches, everyone is to blame.
And these are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA, showing you the top shooting teams in the league. That's the name of the game, putting the ball in the basket. In third, the Lakers.
So patient on the offensive end. I mean, they're not going to force shots, and it's that selectiveness that's yielded such an impressive field goal percentage.
Now, here's Bazemore. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Los Angeles leading by 14. Here's Ball. And the layup's good off the glass.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. And for those of us who have never played at this level, it must be a thrill to contend against the best in the world. And also with that comes a lot of pressure. How do you handle the balance between enjoying the game and the pressure that's on you in the game?
I've never felt pressure. I'm not really sure what that is. I mean, you'll have moments where you'll make game-winning shots and it's fantastic.
Never nervous.
No. There are times where you'll miss it and then people won't like you very much. But then the next game you hit a game winner and everybody loves you. And then you miss the next one and everybody don't like you again. Right? So why would I stress out over quote-unquote pressure? It doesn't make any sense to me.
How about the responsibility to your teammates and to your own built-in pressures to perform like Kobe Bryant?
Even that, right? Yeah. Even that. There'll be games where you make them and your teammates are thanking you for it. Times when you miss it and your teammates are like, dang, man, you got to do better, right? So it's ebbs and flows all the time. And internally, I just do what I practice. So there's no reason for me to be nervous or apprehensive because I've done this shot thousands and thousands and thousands of times. I just have to do it one more time.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Alex Len picks one up. The Lakers have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
2 shots.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And that one misses. And he's good on the second. So it's the Hawks now, down by 12. And here's Young. He's coming off a 16-point game against Detroit.
Yeah, but it wasn't all about himself. He also did a great job at creating for his teammates. So many assists tonight.
Ball, the pass to Kuzma. Lakers working the ball around now. Back to Ball. Kicks it to James. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his third assist on the night. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against him right now.
Well, I think the first thing they need to talk about in the rotation is a lot of miscommunication out there.
Many people measure success in the NBA with the number of rings, not so much the stats. For Karl Malone and Steve Nash and guys of that ilk, you know, they're truly great players, but they never won a championship. How are these legacies measured, do you think, when all is said and done, when you take a look at the landscape of that topic?
Well, they're great players who just never won championships. I mean, it's that simple to me. They're just phenomenal players. And winning a championship is extremely difficult. You have to have so many things go right for you, and you have to be extremely fortunate to be with an organization and to have a GM that understands talent, understands the cap, understands how to build championship caliber teams. And Michael and myself were extremely fortunate, as was Larry, as was Magic. But at the same time, it becomes a player's responsibility to lead that core group of players to the title.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling. As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And stolen by LeBron. And James throws it down hard.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
Well, I love how they've done it. They've built this huge lead with points in the paint, dominating physically.
So it's Atlanta now, after the basket by the Lakers. Inside, kicks it out to Prince. That one's good from the corner. Prince has got 11.
He's ramped up his game in a big way this quarter. I don't think he likes it when they're trailing.
And the dunk by James.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Yeah, particularly on offense, where they've been completely in sync. Terrific first quarter.
The Hawks trail by 16. And Ball comes to help. Passes it to Dedmon, to the wing on the left. Here's Young. Pass to Dedmon. To the paint. Here's Prince. And he drops it in from the low post. He's got 13.
Look at this. I like this. Team basketball. Keeping the ball moving till they find the right shot.
Ingram kicks to Ball. LeBron against Prince. And it's in there. 30 points for LeBron.
He's reason number one there in front. I mean, his shooting has been almost flawless.
They double him with James. And James picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And Los Angeles with some changes. And Stevenson's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Josh Hart comes in for Brandon Ingram. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Lonzo Ball. Rondo against Young. That one falls.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
In the NBA, because the players are so individually great and we all know about them, and the league pushes them in that direction. You know, you got the torch from Michael. You then gave it to LeBron. before that, it was Dr. J and how I find that amazing how the torch is passed from one great player to another, yet each are so individual in their accomplishments. Did you like receiving it, and did you like passing it on?
Yeah, I love both. The receiving and then passing it on, because it's the infinite cycle. It's an infinite loop, and the game just continues to evolve, and players continue to grow. And so I was happy to be a part of that chain after watching it for so many years growing up, from Magic and Larry, and then to Michael, and then to myself and LeBron, and now whoever comes next. It's an infinite loop, and I'm happy to be a part of it.
And Kobe, talking about passing the torch, do you actually say, hey, you're taking over when I leave the game? And then on top of that, did Jordan say the same thing to you? Hey, Kobe, it's your league now. Take it.
No, it becomes apparent when you start winning championships. That's the tell-all, right? Can you lead a team to win a championship? And not just one, but multiple championships. And that's what determines who gets the torch next.
Man, they are just living at the line.
Atlanta making a switch here. Lynn's checked in. So he makes one of two as the second one misses.
The agility, the instincts, the power. James remains a dominant figure on both ends of the floor.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Rondo can't get it to go. The Hawks trail by 19. Pass to Dedmon. Herter, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Oh, he caught him in stride with the lead pass. Now that was timing.
Here's Rondo. McGee trying to break free. And they get it back. And it's in there. McGee's got 5 men.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
After 20 years in the NBA, Kobe, you were able to play with so many people. Who is most like you among guys you played with? Who you would have said, this guy is like-minded? Like would Derek Fisher fit that category?
Yeah, D-Fish was tough.
Yeah.
D-Fish was tough. Adam Morrison, actually, believe it or not.
No kidding.
Adam Morrison. It made practices, it drove us because he was competitive in practice. He tried to play defense. He couldn't move laterally with the athleticism that most players could. But he was competing hard every single day, man. And he had a lot of competitiveness.
You like that?
In him. Oh, yeah. My whole team was built like that. We had a lot of guys that were temperamental. A lot of temperamental guys that you look at and say, you know what? You're not going to win a championship with that group. And we sit back and we laugh to this day. Like Shannon Brown and I will get together and we'll talk about the old days.
Yeah.
And we'll just look at each other and say, can you believe we won a championship with a bunch of misfits?
But collectively, I guess, there was something that obviously worked.
Yeah, we're all crazy. Yeah. And so, when you take a bunch of crazy and you focus it on one thing, it tends to work out.
There it is, yeah.
There it is.
Another ring.
Yeah.
Here's James. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. James has got 35.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Here's Carter. Rebound the Lakers. McGee's got his 7th rebound here tonight. The drive by James. Lays it up and banks it in. LeBron's got 37.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee.
And you love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
Well, some of that, too, was just setting the tone by being aggressive. You need guys like this on your team.
Carter, the pass to Poitras from 12 feet out. And it falls over the rim and in.
Yeah, I'm surprised that D isn't respecting his mid-range game more. They ought to be. I bet you they will be soon.
To the wing right side. Here's Hart. Got a piece of it. Chalk up 2 there.
It's going to be tough to win when you give the other team second and third opportunities to score the ball.
Bembry kicks to Lynn. And there's the pass to Bembry. LeBron with the block.
No, you got to be cautious around James. He's always on the hunt to swat away shots. Defense in your rear view may be closer than they appear.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. Left side, Lynn. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. Two on the clock. Hits the front of the rim and out. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. He's playing defense with a huge chip on his shoulder. Blocks, steals, you name it. He's all over the place. Back to the action after this word. All right, now you see a lot of players who pick up a controller and fire up NBA 2K, thank goodness, including the king himself, LeBron James.
I play 2K all the time. Seriously, when I'm playing the game, I'm putting certain lineups on the court that I see could actually help us in real life, which is very weird.
Always experimenting, always keeping his mind engaged, Greg, with basketball.
And that's who Bron is. He lives, breathes, and eats basketball.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, the Lakers are pretty much in control here.
For me, that defense in the first period, just tremendous shot blocking.
Well, it's all about the rim protection because it's been fantastic. A big part of helping them build this early lead.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. Dwayne Dedmon is out there with Poitras. Then it's Jeremy Lin. Then there's Carter. And it's Bembry in at the 2. And Kobe, one aspect that always stood out about your career and...
did you see that? I like the intensity from James, using his speed to knife toward the rim.
Hawks shooting 43% for the game. Lin against Rondo. A 3-ball. And it's Carter missing.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, of course, there's no shortage of storylines in Los Angeles. Now, last season, some people thought that Lakers coach Luke Walton had lost his players, and the front office seemed slow to come to his defense. Now, Walton was a high-profile hire from Golden State in 2016, and you wonder if the Lakers will remain committed to their young coach if they can't start winning more regularly. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you.
James is just remarkable, showing no remorse when he's attacking the rim.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And there's the call on James. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for the Lakers. Alex Len's checked in for Atlanta. Carter with the bucket.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
Here's Caldwell-Pope. Got it. Good job in the low post.
And the versatility of Caldwell-Pope, not just the score from outside, but also a threat to shoot the ball close to the hoop as well.
Lin kicks to Carter. Lets it go with a 3. Rebounded by Hart.
He finds a major hole in the D beyond the arc and still can't cash in on it.
That shot by Caldwell-Pope, no good.
I think a kick out is the better option. Defense had the rim on lockdown.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
The Los Angeles fans get a free t-shirt like Peter fans.
I didn't like my hair, so I chopped it up. I never liked my body, so I chopped it up. Come on. I didn't like my head, so I chopped it up. I didn't like my legs, so I chopped him up. One finger at a time, I chopped him up. I didn't like my tummy, so I chopped it up. Hands off my body. Hands off my body. So I chopped it up. I didn't like my so I chopped it up.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Los Angeles. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Bazemore's checked in. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Rebounded by the Lakers. McGee's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Hart, no good. Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against the Kings in Sacramento. Lynn the pass to Carter. Here's Poitras. And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That's his first foul. Prince is checked in for Carter.
Now into the lineup for the Hawks. Taurean Prince.
About 3 minutes played so far in this second quarter. And stolen by Kuzma. Here's Hart. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
And the turnover again by Atlanta. Let's take a brief moment to look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the league's feistiest defensive teams. The 4th spot held by the Lakers.
You can't get careless with the basketball against this group. I mean, they'll pick your pocket, and no surprise to see them in the upper echelon as far as steals.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
I love the fire Kuzma plays with, especially inside where he dares defenders to foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At the line for 2.
Two shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Yeah, and for being the 27th pick in the 2017 draft, Kuzma has made his mark early, already surpassed expectations.
Both shots good from the stripe. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in this second quarter of play. Lynn finds Len. Down low, Poitras. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
2 shots.
And the first one drops. He's perfect from the line this time. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Rondo. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
And Rondo, he's fantastic at staying strong through the contact.
Rondo against Len. Now here's Bazemore. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him, but they recover it. Three-pointer on the way. No good on that one. And the Lakers take it the other way. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And anytime you come off the bench, you know your role. And that night, it was about scoring.
Well, on the road, you need as many contributors as you can find. The reserves definitely help fuel the win that time.
And really, Lynn has a terrific feel for this offense. Just seems to know whenever one of his guys is open.
It's Caldwell Pope with the drive. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. 6 points for Kentavious Caldwell Pope. The Hawks have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. And there's the feed to Bazemore. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Oh, the feed was perfect. The timing, the placement, everything was right on the money.
Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
And now we get a moment to see the numbers for McGee. He's around 14 points per game and 7 rebounds. And not many players possess his kind of ability to protect the rim. I mean, you look at the block total, pretty remarkable.
Yeah, we talk about players getting hot offensively. He's in the same kind of groove with his defense right now. He's a beast at that end of the floor.
Now here's Lynn. He's coming off a 19-point game against Detroit. And that one is good. Lynn's got his first 2 points of the night.
And Lynn is just fearless, always looking to get as close to the bucket as he can.
Basket counts.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And here's Lynn. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. To the paint. The Hawks shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And 72% on the year. I'm sure they'd like to improve that category.
That free throw good from Len. And Los Angeles with some changes. Ingram comes in for Josh Hart. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Rajon Rondo. Both free throws good from Len. So it's the Lakers now. Here's Caldwell Pope. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 4th assist in this one. In the corner, Bazemore with it. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Bazemore's gone only 1 of 5 shooting from the floor. Kuzma, that's good.
Incredible concentration from the big man. Knock Kuzma around all you want. He's committed to scoring inside. He was hoping to avoid a 3rd foul before the break. Now, he might have to sit out until halftime.
The Hawks have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
Taking 2 shots.
2 shots.
He misses the free throw.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Zubac is checked in for JaVale McGee. He hits the second from the line.
Just a bright, young, offensive talent. Young isn't shy about forcing the action. Takes a lot of trips to the line.
And the shot is good.
And offensively, they've done a great job here of staying in rhythm.
Yeah, of the 2 teams, they're taking the more makeable shots. Let's see if they can sustain it throughout the game.
Now here's Prince. 13 points in the game. And Young kicks to Prince. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
That was all about the assist. Great pass to set up the shot.
Here's Ingram. Again, the Lakers.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And Ball comes to help. Back to Young.
And the rebounding has been key to their success here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, they established a physical edge in this game. This led to a big edge on the scoreboard, too.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Hawks passing it around. It's hauled in by Zubats. Here's Ingram, and slam dunk by Ingram.
And that pattern continues, guys. Another heat check, another log on the fire.
Oh, I know this feeling. They're in that special zone where you feel untouchable. They haven't missed in a while.
Here's Young after the basket by Los Angeles. And they pick up 2. He's got 6.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Ingram, and slam dunk by Ingram.
Oh, look at that awareness of ball. Fantastic at recognizing when his teammates are wide open.
Hawks shooting at an even 50% from the floor here in the second quarter. Nailed from three-point land.
It's his shooting that's kept them out of an even deeper hole.
And there's Caldwell Pope. That's good on the assist by Ball. Caldwell Pope's got 10.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
The Hawks shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Inside, Prince, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
You know, such a selfless player. I love how Young stays consistent in how he involves his teammates.
And that one, good.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Oh, yeah, up by double digits. They're trying to keep the momentum, keep the foot on the neck. That's his focus right now.
Here's Kuzma. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Just giving up way too many transition opportunities.
And the turnover again by Atlanta. And the Lakers making a change here. James is checked in. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for the Hawks. And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Ball against Young. Ball with the bucket. Ball's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And the level of concentration. It has to be demoralizing for the D, seeing him sink these hard shots.
Chalk up 2 there.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
And the layup's good off the glass. LeBron's got 43 points.
Their entire offense has revolved around him today, and that's been the perfect game plan.
To the inside, and Dedmon throws it down.
Once he gets open on the low block, it's just a matter of getting him the ball.
James in the post. Cans it from short range. LeBron's got 45 points.
There's not a more tenacious player than LeBron, and that's the quality you need on the offensive glass.
Shots good by Dedmon.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him now.
So it's the Lakers now, after the basket by Atlanta. Here's Young. Again, the Hawks score.
Really clever with the basketball. Young so advanced offensively. Excellent pull-up jumper there.
The drive by James. From down in the low post, it goes. LeBron's got 47 points. Young taking his time here. 1:46 left to play here in the half. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Yeah, they've gotten into a nice flow this quarter.
Here's James. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. 49 points for LeBron.
He's taking over the game. Their lead's going to get even bigger if he keeps this up.
Well, Kobe, I know you can't stay any longer, but I just want to say thank you on behalf of all of our fans watching and playing the game tonight. Always a pleasure to have you drop by our broadcast.
No, thank you for having me, man, and anytime.
There he is, the legendary Kobe Bryant. And you know, Chris, you and Kobe both playing from the same era of the NBA. He was sharing his thoughts about current trends in the league. You feel it's different from when you and Kobe both played?
Oh, definitely. I mean, when you look now, I do think that the game has changed, but I just think that's great because the game has evolved. Great players have come before us. Great players come and try to get better after that. And I think right now what you see is the accumulation of some great players and then young players studying the game and taking it to a new level. So can't wait to see where the game goes.
They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Well, if you thought the D was going to tighten up on him here in the second quarter, think again.
Baseline try. Vince Carter grabs the miss. Carter's got 5 rebounds tonight. Passes to Bembry. Carter outside. Hawks passing it around. And Young kicks to Carter. No good with the triple. And the Lakers with possession here. Stevenson passes to Kuzma. And again.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. The Lakers have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
One shot.
And he just seemed to have a little more fire in the first quarter than he has in this one. And it showed in all the trips he made to the free throw line. Those have dried up.
To the middle. Got a piece of it. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's James. Up in time. And it's in. Oh, wow. He nails the buzzer beater.
And they make sure to get the last shot of the quarter there. Nicely done.
Yeah, clock running out. They stay poised and get the shot off just in time.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Lakers ahead, running away with it. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Contavious, you guys came out with a lot of energy in the first half. What got you going?
Like you said, we came out with a lot of energy. We want to get easy basket layups, knock down shots.
You got all that and more in that first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Boy, what a crowd joining us here for our halftime report. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He had a scoring performance for the ages, putting up an enormous amount of points, 2 steals, and 7 rebounds. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, the best part of their performance has been their offensive rebounding. So often it's overlooked, but you get 2 quality shots because of your effort. That is the difference in the game. I love the way they're battling and getting all those putbacks. They keep that up, game over.
And Shaq, what'd you see from Atlanta?
Well, they gave up too many good looks. You look at the field goal percentage against them, this tells the whole story. Not enough activity defensively, not enough disruption, Ernie. Like Kenny disrupts me all the time, not enough disruption.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
And with the big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
Well, they've done a good job of letting the game come to them, and really few forced shots here so far.
Terrific first half on offense. This is how you draw it up. We'll see if they can maintain that efficiency going forward.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. A lot of personalities in this game, Chris. Such a big part of what makes the NBA so entertaining.
Oh, man, think about our boy Dre, Draymond Green, for those of you that don't know Day-Day. But Draymond Green, his personality is not only great for his team, but also for us fans when we see him on the court. How about Embiid, Mr. Personality on social media? You love it. And how about Jaylen Brown with his wise ways on the chessboard? Basketball. So all of these guys are exciting, fun personalities to watch for the game.
LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Lonzo Ball out there with Ingram. And it's McGee in at the center position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Kyle Kuzma had a tough upbringing in Flint, Michigan. He said they had the recession, lead in the water. It was like an urban war zone. We probably moved 14 times before I was 16. Basketball was my key. And his drive to succeed in the NBA was born of a desire to escape that environment. Kevin?
A tremendous work ethic, David. Thank you.
Hits the moving target with the lead pass. He made it look so easy.
Stolen by Len and stolen by LeBron. To the paint. And yep, another basket.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. To the paint and stolen by Kuzma. LeBron kicks the ball. And James throws it down.
You got to be in awe, James. An offensive juggernaut. He's caught fire here tonight.
For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. They double him with James. Pass to Len. To the left side wing. Young against Ball. Prince outside. Shot clock at 6. The Hawks again can't hit. For Los Angeles, they've gotten every shot that dropped since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor. From the left block. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And you couldn't have scripted a better start to the half. They've hit every single shot since the break.
They double him with James. And James picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. To the middle, here's Len, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Len's got 4 this quarter.
I like to see them getting the ball down low and then getting a quality shot.
James, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
LeBron signing a 4-year deal with the Lakers. Greg, many speculated it might happen, but it was still a shock to many.
It makes sense from LeBron's standpoint. Son plays in L.A. for high school. LeBron has a lot of business interests as well. And also what's interesting is that when LeBron's contract ends, his son could potentially be coming into the NBA as a rookie.
The free throw drops for James. The Hawks have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Took him no time at all on that one. 22 points for Taurean Prince.
And look, the D has to be talking out there. They can't make threes that easy for him.
And James throws it down hard.
Oh, come on. You can't allow James to get positioned down low. Once he does, he's looking to dunk it.
And that last replay, courtesy of the Under Armour Hover Havoc, unleashing a little bit of chaos. Now, here is Young. 10 points for him. And that's Prince, that time on the assist by Young. Prince has got 24 points.
He's been so dependable in this game, taking nothing but good shots.
And the shot is good.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Pass to Prince. The Hawks working the ball around. Lets it go from deep. And James pulls it down.
Oh, man, you can't get much better look from three-point range than that one. That just wasn't in rhythm.
Len grabs the board.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Now, here is Young. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. And stolen by Prince. The finish, and another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Here's James, and another one falls.
He is simply unconscious here tonight. Nobody can stop him right now.
GA, the points keep coming, and he's climbing up that scoring ladder. Third on the list, well in sight.
And Wilt Chamberlain holds both the first and third place scoring marks. First, of course, for 100 points, and third place all time with 78. Anytime Wilt's name comes up, you are making history.
Here's Young after the basket by the Lakers. They double him with James. Young passes to Prince. Another possession, another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. Oh, trying for it, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Kuzma. And a look now at the various locations of the shots taken so far for Prince.
And really what jumps out to me about this shot chart is just how aggressive he's been when on the floor. I mean, he's doing everything he can to get as close to the hoop as possible before putting up that shot, and it's worked out in a big way for him and his team.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Chris, when you were playing, you moved between a couple teams. What's the hardest part about getting traded that fans may not understand?
One is your ego. You don't want to usually leave. If you didn't ask for a trade, you don't want to leave that town, that city, the fans, or your players that have become friends. If you happen to be a parent, think about it. Your kids may be switching schools in the middle of the year. What if you have a kid that's in his senior year of school and you have to be traded and you may have to take the family with you? So many just tough situations for individuals and for families. The bond you develop with fans in the city and players, members of the organization is very strong. And so it's a lot of times it's shocking and hurtful. It's how quickly can you adjust, because that new team wants you and needs you badly.
Good insight. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Poitras, he's checked in for Atlanta. Jeremy Lin comes in for Young. Ball against Len. He kicks it to Bazemore. Atlanta again missing. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Tough for any defender to impact the jump shot when he's giving up so much height.
To the inside, Len, and the dunk by Len.
And Lin is a sensational playmaker. Love how he zips passes over to his guys.
Here's Ingram. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
I mean, I don't know whether to say it's amazing or it's sad, but you're down double digits and you still allow an uncontested layup. Where is the pride? Where is your heart?
And since they come out of halftime, they've been extremely poised and very efficient.
And don't forget, very accurate. Taking shots within the flow of the offense. Not something that can be said for their opponent.
Lin against Ball. Caldwell Pope brings the double team. And that's Prince, that time on the assist by Lin. Lin's got 6 assists now in the game. The Lakers on offense. Here's ball and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Lynn with it. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Shot from 12. The Lakers with the rebound.
You can't be missing shots like that in the post. That'll get you a spot on the bench.
Ball. Len grabs the board. Atlanta's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. And Bazemore kicks to Lynn. And that one is off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
It's clear this just isn't his night. I mean, if they're going to keep him on the floor, I think his best role would be to be a decoy. Oh, and look what this fella can do. Beautiful.
Atlanta's shooting it quite well in this third quarter, 53%, and the offense is rolling. The Lakers with the rebound. Kuzma's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Caldwell Pope. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Once he gets open on the low block, it's just a matter of getting him the ball.
Here's McGee. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
This is his 2nd trip to the free throw line. And Los Angeles with some changes. Lance Stevenson's checked in for Caldwell Pope. Josh Hart comes in for Brandon Ingram. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Ball.
One shot.
That's good from McGee. Well, Greg, for Atlanta, it was out with the old and in with the new for the point guard position for the Hawks.
And Hawks were able to trade down and still get the guy they wanted in Young. See him as an impact guard to build around for the future. Had to move Schroeder to free up space for Young, but this team now has a clear core to build around. He just bangs down the one-hander.
2 very easy points right here. And he uses the glass on the layup. McGee's got 18 points in the game. Here's Lynn. To the middle. Here's Dedmon. And Dedmon throws it down.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious 2-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Here's Hart. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got 3 assists in the game. Atlanta's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. From downtown, gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Something going wrong with the D out there. He's one of the guys you gotta be worried about on the perimeter.
And when you're open, Rondo finds you. Always has his head on a swivel.
Atlanta's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Kicks to Dedmon. There's the dish to Lynn. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Really left alone that time.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Left side, Lynn. There's the pass to Dedmon. Here's Bembry. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Can't get it to fall. 1:56 left here in the third quarter. Here's McGee. No good on the 3. Atlanta's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Lays it up off the glass.
Timeout.
He's got 17.
Oh, that's the goal every trip. Get the good look from close range.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
But Luke Walton, he's definitely a coach players like to play for. I mean, it helps that he was a player not too long ago. Both stars and role players appreciate the candor and the opportunity he provides them.
You're the only one I guess under my skin. You're doing damage. Nobody's ever better. Do I gotta chase you every summer? Can I have to replace you every summer? You're the only woman on my mind. You're the only way I spend my time. Tick, 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 boom. Can't get you out of the room of my head. Take two, is it too soon to get you into my? I want you now. I need you up the crowd. I want you not loud. I want you right now. I can't love it right now.
You're the only one that makes me wait all the time. Oh yeah, you blow my mind. Boom, boom, you blow my mind. You're the only one that gets under my skin. You're doing damage. Nobody's ever clean.
Tyson Chandler, who's checked in for JaVale McGee.
A moment now to see the numbers for Kuzma. Putting up about 18 points per, and he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Yeah, anytime this club needs a basket, he's their go-to guy. Just an irrepressible, prolific scorer.
Here's Lynn after Rajon Rondo's bucket. And Stevenson pulls it in.
I mean, come on. You don't see misses like that. I mean, that's grade school.
The shot's good from Kuzma.
Awesome at keeping his balance. Sometimes guarding Kuzma is impossible for the defense.
Lynn kicks to Carter. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. It's going to be Lance Stevenson.
That's his first personal.
Well, Greg, you knew that the Laker front office and Magic were going to do everything they could to bring in big-name free agents, and they succeeded. They got the biggest name of them all in LeBron.
LeBron coming to L.A. completely shifts the mindset of this organization. Team was very busy the rest of the free agent period as well. Still made very aggressive plays as this is a team that is looking to win now.
2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
Yeah, Carter just a freak of nature, one of the best dunkers the game has ever seen, a top-tier shooting guard who just embraces the spotlight.
And the second free throw, good. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Rondo. Misses the three. Atlanta's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Lynn from long range. Chandler with the rebound.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Drills it from outside. Chandler's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The Hawks shooting it beautifully here in the third. 56% from the field. Lynn looking it over. Passes to Dedmon. To the inside. And Dedmon throws it down.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg, with that emphatic slam.
The defense was way too soft. Somebody get out there and get tough.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage. And he just bangs down the one-hander.
2 very easy points right here. Here's Kuzma, and it's good coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got 6 assists here tonight. Now Lynn. Knocked away. And stolen by Kuzma. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And Kuzma slams it in.
And it's been about that execution offensively. I mean, they have been superb.
Yeah, and it's been a team game, a number of contributions. Guys staying focused. That's why the league continues to grow.
And so it's Los Angeles, able to put on a show for the ages. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. We come back right after this. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Makes it a tough play to defend because you also have to guard against him taking it himself.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And so in the game for the Hawks, they've got Carter, also Plumlee out there, Bembry out there with Jeremy Lin, and it's Dorsey in at the shooting guard position. The Hawks shooting an efficient 53% from the field. Lin against Rondo. Back to Lin. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Goes up the baseline, and Rajon Rondo the basket on the assist from Stevenson. Stevenson's got 4 assists now tonight. And here's Lin. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. And that one is stuffed right through.
And Lin plays with a real edge. When he's driving inside, he looks determined to beat everyone to the basket.
And it's Rondo penetrating. Good. Rondo's got 4 this quarter. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. It's Vince Carter on the wing. Rondo on the double team. Carter kicks to Dorsey. That's in there. Carter with the assist.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, they've been tremendous from beyond the arc. It's a shift from what they did in the first 2 quarters, though.
Hawks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And Vince Carter with the slam.
And that's what Carter does best, knifing his way inside so he can finish with the easy slam.
Chandler, no good. Hawks have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. To the middle, here's Plumlee. That one drops for him.
Oh, that's a nice look, recognizing he had the opening to make the entry pass.
They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum. And every move he makes looks like the right one at this point.
Well, he's extremely accurate here, coming down the stretch, trying to see if he can close this one out.
The Hawks working the ball around. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Well, look, when you're giving up that type of height, you use your quickness. It's just that simple. And it's also a matter of skill.
When you look at the amount of threes Chris being taken now, do you think the league as a whole is too dependent upon the perimeter offense?
I don't think so. If you look at Golden State, we all tend to think that they've shot the most threes last year. It actually was Houston.
Right.
And when you look at how Golden State does not just settle for threes, Kevin, but they can shoot them at any time. And maybe the best three-point shooter in the history of the NBA, Curry, will lay a difficult layup over the top of your head just as quick as he'll shoot a tough 3 from 45 feet. That's what it seems like, but the good teams like a Golden State make you feel like they're shooting a lot of threes, but actually play with a balanced game. Those that try to copycat and just shoot threes, I don't think they've won a championship yet. So I think it's about having that balance, and maybe the league overall is shooting too many threes, but the champions who shoot threes, I don't think take too many.
For Atlanta, they've gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth, going 6 for 7. Bembry misses.
I'm not sure if the D bothered him or if he just lost concentration on that one, but that's a layup he should convert.
And that one's good by Stevenson.
Yeah, that's the kind of aggressive attitude Stevenson brings to the table. He's not going to sit back and settle for jump shots. If he can attack the basket, he will.
Bembry misses.
A defender nowhere near him, and he still can't hit it. He wants that one back.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And Poitras gets it to go. Lakers have gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting. Here's Beasley, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Beasley's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, this is what he likes to do. Try to break your spirit.
But yeah, I mean, you're already getting dogged out there. I mean, and now he's landing body blows.
And it's Beasley finishing it off.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Fellas, that's just like it's supposed to work. Don't give the D a chance to set up.
Here's Poitras. That one falls.
Alex Poitras.
This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. The Lakers making a switch here. Zubats is checked in, and a switch here also for Atlanta. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Bembry. Hawks have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. Pass to Poitras. Tries again. It's tipped. The drive by Rondo. Kept alive. And that one's good by Stevenson.
And you can see how this game is going. I mean, put a body on somebody.
Man, this is what happens when you get discouraged. Sometimes it just affects every part of your game.
Dorsey passes to Young. Out to the wing. Here's Poitras. Atlanta again missing.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And that one, good. 12 points for Lance Stevenson.
It's no wonder why they're in front when you take into consideration that he's been perfect from the field so far.
Down low, here's Bazemore, and the slam dunk by Bazemore.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
To the middle, and Plumlee kicks to Poitras. Pass to Dorsey. Rondo on the double team. 6 to shoot, and the pass to Bazemore. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. They get it back. Plumlee, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Here's Beasley. That's good, and it's Stevenson with the assist. Stevenson's got assist number 8 now on the night.
Oh, he's perfect from the field this quarter. He's giving them the fits out there.
Step back shot, and Poitras gets it to go. Poitras has got 6 here in this quarter.
And you can tell the defender not anticipating the step back. He was headed in the opposite direction. The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Beasley comes with the double team. Hawks passing it around. And Poitras gets it to go.
Oh, that's the goal every trip. Get the good look from close range.
Poitras has gotten 6 of his 11 attempts to go in so far from the field, shooting almost 55%.
Some tough D in the paint, getting between him and the bucket and stopping the easy.
And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. James checked in for Los Angeles. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Carter's checked in. Bazemore, no one around him. Rebounded by the Lakers. James looking around. Good, that's another bucket.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Drills the three-pointer.
And the touch Young has from beyond the arc, he is almost unguardable from there.
The drive by and again.
And that score moving him clear into third all-time for scoring in a game.
Well, G.A., you just knew it was a matter of time the way he's been playing. I'm sure he's not finished either.
Well, he has already cleared Wilt Chamberlain's 78 points. Next up is Kobe's 81. And if he passes that mark, the basketball world is going to be talking about this guy for years.
But they get it back. Passes it to Zubac. Plumlee with the steal. And, here we go. Carter's got it in the fast break chance. Bazemore for 3. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Carter's got his 6th assist on the night.
Boy, this final period, they are putting up a ton of shots from deep.
Stacks on stacks on stacks. They looking.
He got it again. Sensational.
And incredible. Never thought we'd see another player score this much.
I mean, it feels surreal, doesn't it? That score puts him tied for the second most points in an NBA game. What a historic night.
When Kobe did what he did back in 06, I never thought we'd see something like that again. But tonight has been an absolute legendary performance. I'm still in shock that we've seen 81 twice now.
Pass to Bazemore from 11 feet away. That shot misses. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. Feeds to James. And no good. Plumlee with some nice D. Vince Carter on the wing. He's guarded by Stevenson. It's good. Bazemore's got 7 points here in this quarter.
He's getting hotter the deeper we get into this game. I mean, he didn't give him much of anything in the first half.
And another one falls. Amazing.
And he is ripping through this defense and continues his assault on the record book.
That score moving him clearly into second place for most points in a game.
To think that he has eclipsed Kobe's mark of 81 and now has his sights set on 100, this is a game you'll be talking about for decades.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Beasley. Lonzo Ball comes in for Lance Stevenson. Rajon Rondo subbed in for LeBron. That free throw good from Young. And for Trae Young, it's a little unfair that he's already being compared to Steph Curry.
Scouts are always going to look for comparisons. And I'm not saying Young is Curry, but many of the strengths and weaknesses are similar. The size and athleticism, the insane range, and both have that it factor.
Pro basketball is one of the few sports where awards are league-wide, C-Web, and not divided by conference. Or if the NBA should consider giving out separate awards, for the East and the West.
Kev, I don't know about Eastern and Western Conference, but I do believe that there should be an offensive MVP. I do believe there should be a difference between MVP and maybe the best player in the league, because how do we define some of these things? So I do think we can tinker with some of the awards, but East and West, I'm not really sure with. I think it should always be about the best out of the total number of teams and conferences.
Good perspective. Pass to Carter. Back to Young. He feeds it to Dorsey. And another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. And Rajon Rondo, the basket on the assist by Chandler. 20 points for Rajon Rondo.
And when Rondo gets going, the D is in for a long night. You got to prevent him from getting those rhythm looks early on.
Young's shot is off. And it's Rondo with the ball for Los Angeles.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Lakers.
As one-sided as it gets today, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for LeBron.
You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
Beasley's checked in for Zubac. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Lenz checked in for Miles Plumlee. Here's Carter. And he banks in the layup.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
It can be discouraging, frustrating, but you only have yourselves to blame. Box out.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're up. 51 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
Where you from? Where you from? Going nuts. Going down. Saucy down. Saucy down. Too much. Ain't enough. Ain't enough. Where you from? Where you from? Going nuts. Going down. Every day I'm ballin', so you know it's scoring. Moving so important. My back is enormous. This is the last warning. Met that girl that night. Ooh. Do the morning. No girl solid. Hang up, girl, don't call me. No, you will not be caught up all over Mari. Cash out. Make it rain, no game of time. Like a Harley. Only boy in the party. I was on the phone. Yeah, I will play with Cardi. Come on, that's got some. Hearts all on my card. I was in the lamb Cardi. He was in the water. I'ma keep on flexing. You don't like me, then I'm sorry.
Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. .51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Rebounded by Poitras.
The D a little slow to get in his face. They're fortunate it didn't cost him.
Carter with it. Guarded now by Michael Beasley. That doesn't go either for Carter. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum. I'll tell you what, the energy in this arena, you can feel it.
Well, a well-earned victory, feeding off the energy of this hometown crowd really all night.
And Dorsey kicks to Carter. Inside. Dorsey, that's good.
The location of that assist was awesome. That was a sweet lead pass.
So it's the Lakers now. The drive by LeBron. Good, he hits again.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition. Free throw good, LeBron. There's 14 seconds left in the game. Lynn finds Len. And the dunk by Bazemore.
Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. Los Angeles calls timeout. They lead. 7 seconds left to play here in the fourth. What do you think, guys?
You know, this is a timeout maybe just so they can pat each other on the back because no other reason to call it.
Well, they're not going to take any chances. I mean, they're going to play it out until the final whistle, no matter what the score is.
Nothing to lose. The game this year. Out of control, caused me 6 years. It's flow for my peeps and peers. You know we taking live on stage to new levels this year. Not here to chase fans, I'm here to rock the people. Feel my band, connect dots across the land. Dilated display of new sound. Live on stage. Live on stage. Dilated display of new sound. Dilated display of new sound. Live on stage. And now cuts into Alchemist instrumental.
And here is Los Angeles now. Here's Ball. Good on the triple.
and leaving nothing to chance here on this game-clinching run.
Yeah, that offense shifted into high gear. I love the attack mindset.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily, and the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, were you satisfied with the team's performance tonight?
We got a very good team, but in order for us to continue to improve, we have to go out and we have to defend, we have to play for one another, and we have to be selfless. You know, it's not about the individual, it's about the team, and if we all give in to what the team needs to do to be better, then we'll be okay.
It is a work in progress, LeBron. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.